Have you ever been in a relationship that didn't feel quite right but couldn't let go? Sometimes we're blinded to reality of situation because we're afraid of change. Sometimes it makes us settle on a job, a place to live, a relationship. When I was in my 30s, I fell in love with someone because he saved my life. Our first date was the same day I received a voicemail message that my father, who sexually abused me as a child, would be attending our first memorial mass for my mother. I couldn't stop crying, so I tried to cancel our first date. Just as sweet as our mutual friend, Maria, he wouldn't let me cancel. And he insisted on coming over and staying with me since I didn't want to go anywhere. Well, I started talking to him about it. My entire body started convulsing and I couldn't stop. Through it all, he held me and comforted me. I don't know how long it lasted, but it seemed like forever. Afterwards, I was so worn out from convulsing, I felt like someone beat me up and left me to die. I told him I didn't feel like going out, but he insisted we go see a comedy troupe and go out to dinner, which ended up being exactly what I needed. After about 9 months, I knew it wasn't working out, and I should move on, but I couldn't. One day, I finally got the courage to break up with him. I didn't realize until years later that I fell in love with him because he saved my life and his love was filling a void after my mother's death the previous year. In today's reading, the Archangel Raphael tells Tobiah to smear fish gall on his father Tobit's eyes to cure him of blindness. He says it will act as medicine and make the cataracts shrink, and he'll be able to peel them off his father's eyes. Once Tobiah does this, Tobit shouts, "I can see you, son, the light of my eyes." And he starts praising God. In today's psalm, we're reminded of the power of God's fidelity, compassion, and passion for justice that are all expressions of his unconditional love for us. The Lord keeps faith forever, secures justice for the oppressed, gives food to the hungry. The Lord sets captives free. Praise the Lord, my soul. In today's gospel, Jesus is trying to remove the blindness from the scribes, the Pharisees, and the ordinary people around him. He's trying to get them to see him for who he is, the Son of God. Then maybe they'll understand that the letter of the law is not what is important, and that God really wants us to live the spirit of the law through our faith by being merciful, generous, and passionate about justice. What's the blindness that Jesus is trying to get you and me to see today? Is it someone or something that's not good for you that you're afraid to leave behind? Or is it something you're afraid to change, like a job or a place to live? Take some quiet time to think about it, pray about it, and discern what he's trying to tell you. Jesus doesn't want you to settle. He wants the best for you. He wants you to live the life you're destined to live, a life far beyond your hopes and dreams. Sure, it's scary. Think of it as an adventure. Let the adventure begin. God bless you. And be sure to take care of God's precious gift, you.